That always ends so quick.
It does, doesn't
Good. And why did we go all heavy metal? I know you just saw a Tool cover band, and I actually saw Tool. Like, man, that's on point on that one this week.
Yeah, I figured it goes with us.
Yeah. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening to all of you out there in Chip and Company land. Welcome to Disney Parks in Review, our weekly Chip and Greg conversation. So, how you doing this week, Chip?
I am just waking up. I'm drinking my coffee. It's going to be a nice day here. I hear it's going to be really hot in Florida, though.
I'm okay with that. Well, not that we suffered a bad winter, because it was actually quite mild, but it is going to hit 91, I think, on Thursday.
Yikes. That's hot.
Yeah, and it's just going like 81, 84, 87, 89, 91, 90, 90. So it's definitely hitting summer weather already.
And with the crowds, it's going to be people soup down there.
It is people soup down here already. So you live down here. Did you used to have and you must remember there was a time where January and February was a little quieter.
Yeah. I mean, back when I first started the website, it was quiet, but over the years, with like all the different blogs and everything, telling people, "Oh yeah, come down to January and February." Now it's just
So so
everybody
you,
comes down.
so you ruined it.
Yeah, basically.
Thanks, man. I just want to say thank you because it has been people soup down here. It hasn't stopped. I think we had one or two really quiet days in January, but it is
What's
absolutely swampy.
What's funny is Disney keeps raising prices, and it's like more and more people. It gets them in a frenzy or something. Like, I want to go down there now. I'm gonna
Yeah,
pay double what I've been paying, but I'm gonna come down there.
right. I can't get an annual pass, but I'm going to go pay for 4 days. Like,
It's crazy.
ouch, man. No, thank you. So let's get into this week. It is Disney Parks and Review. It's an offshoot of our Disney News Live that we do on Thursday nights on YouTube and Facebook. And it's a podcast. So if you're listening to us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcast needs, we appreciate you. Give a thumbs up, like it, hang out. You can also watch the replay on YouTube, which is just two guys talking and all you see is two logos.
Logos.
So enjoy watching the logo. Um, so here's a question for you. Oh, first off, I'm going to start off by saying hello to Kayla and Anna. They are Chip and Company fans that we ran into at the Riviera. We were over there and happened to walk literally right into them. So it was really nice to see people who appreciate what you're doing over there, Chip.
Are those the people that said, "Are you the blue hair Greg?"
Yes, that's
Okay.
you learn that's what it's. At least they're not like, are you the blue-haired Cookie Monster? Oh, there's a new thing. I could just walk around Disney eating cookies all day and just call myself the blue-haired Cookie Monster.
I remember growing up, blue hair was not really a term you'd want to use. It was like what we used for the old people.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
that's exactly what it was. But no, I'm changing it down here. At least in the Disney World property area, because outside you're still dealing with real blue hairs.
I remember one time, I haven't been coming as often lately, but when I was coming pretty regular, I would get swarmed with people, and I always hand out buttons and stickers. I remember at the airport, coming back from a trip, this lady just screams, and I'm like, "Oh, well, I'm going through security. You don't want to hear screaming." And she's like, "Oh my God, you're Chip." I'm like, "Yeah, I am." She's like, "Oh, I love you," and I'm like, the weirdest place. But I had some buttons and stickers in my bag that I gave her.
Yeah, I need to get new ones. What's really funny about that, and I love when that happens because it means people are paying attention and it means people are reading the articles and know who we are, and that's a really high compliment. But what's weird is when they meet you and say something to you, you can see the people all around them have no clue who you are, and they're like, "Who's that? Why are they getting attention?" And you kind of sit back going, "I'm so sorry to bother you that I'm me."
It's the hair. You have the blue hair, but I have the spiky hair.
Yeah, I mean, look, you stand out too. So it's not like I'm the only Chip and Co person who stands out. You absolutely get it when you come down here. So, yeah. So let's go through the week, man. we had quite a busy week, and we got a lot of work done. And I figured this is kind of a behind the scenes of what we do during the week and what we're looking for. So yeah, let's start off. I think
You were in the
last
parks
time
almost every day last week, weren't you?
I hit every day except yesterday, which was Sunday. I hate putting dates on these things, but I hit 6 of the 7 days. And finally, yesterday was just like my wife looked at me and was very adamant that we were cleaning the house, and you have to stop and clean the house once a week.
Yeah, usually it's Saturday for you guys.
Yeah, this week it was Sunday. So yeah, well, Monday we started off at Epcot, and we weren't going to go over there, but Figment made its return. And that was quite interesting.
Buckets?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, not the actual Figment itself. Like, how cool would that be if you walk over there and there's just Figment walking around the park? Like, how crazy would that be? Because like, people would be calling everybody they know and be like, "Get to Epcot, Figment's walking around."
Well, whenever we did the article about the Figment getting a sweater, you would have thought that, Kennedy got shot or something.
I don't know how we just associated Figment and Kennedy's assassination, but hey, there's that. I one of the cool things was, I every once in a while I'll put a joke post on my personal Instagram, and I took one of the pictures of the thousands of popcorn buckets they had in line. I know we used one of them for the article, but I made a joke. I was just like, they're amassing. They don't want to hear anything anymore. They are massing on our borders between Canada and Great Britain. And we've sent in a negotiation team led by one Nigel Channing. Because it looked like there was, it was such a great image of thousands of those popcorn buckets. But Disney did it smart this time. Like, it wasn't, oh, let's go wait in a 7-hour line. It was, you could go onto the mobile ordering and order it that way.
Yeah, and they sold out within like a couple hours, didn't they? Again?
Yeah, they were gone as of that evening. They were sold out again. So they are now gone. And here's the trick, and you would know this better than I. So it was supposed to come out just for Festival of the Arts, right? They had 4 days total that it was for sale. Do you think it will be back around after Festival of the Arts ends today? Because today's the last day.
Is it really?
Yes, today ends. We have 1 week of Festival of No Festival.
Wow, that never happens.
Yeah. So,
it's hard to say. Maybe they'll slap a flower in his hair or something and then call it Flower and Garden Festival Figment.
Hippie Figment.
Yeah.
That would
not to bash the hippie people that listen to the show.
No, I'm bashing the hippie people. Get a shower, hippies. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Stop doing the patchouli, though. Kidding. Again, kidding. If it was the 60s, I would probably be a hippie myself.
And our one fan that listens to us is now gone.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. We will not be back again next week. Yeah, Epcot was full last week. We did get to see a few things. We got a lot of stuff on Friday from Epcot. I thought that was a good week. We did.
All the topiaries.
Yeah, the topiaries are out already. I mean, you're a week out from, 10 days out from the start of the new festival.
Do you think? I wonder if the temperature down there with it getting so hot, if that has anything to do with them releasing them early.
It could be that, or they just don't have the staff to do it and like they used to.
Yeah.
That was my thought, and my fear was they're a little understaffed right now. Obviously, that's why a few things are still not open. But overall, I'm just wondering if they can't do it as quick because they don't have as many people, or you could be right on. I mean, you have more experience than I do on this one. So either way, the beds by the World Showcase Bridge look amazing. Having the 50th logo up is really nice looking. Let's see. Peter Pan topiary looks great as always with the alligator or crocodile and Hook. We saw Pooh, Eeyore, Tigger, Rabbit.
You saw some Pooh?
See what we did there, kids. Yeah. The Moroccan pavilion, really interesting flower and garden stuff they have there. And the Anna and Elsa Norway section looks really good. Like, that's a really well done. And I think my favorite are the pandas over in China.
Over in Norway, Anna and Elsa are out greeting guests again from their little area there.
Yeah, I
Is
heard
it the
about
Royal
that.
Summer House or something?
That is, and nothing for nothing. I love me some characters. Um, so I was like, I walked by the area and didn't even think anything of it. It's like, oh, they just not be there. No, they were inside meeting and greeting. They had moved it.
Well, behind a wall, but yeah, or a
Yeah,
gate.
it's in that little building.
I wonder when
Um,
we're gonna get to actually meet the characters again. I mean, not like meet them, but hug them, get autographs. I wonder when Disney's gonna roll that out. Since the face masks, they opened those up. Well, I guess got rid of them last week, so that has
I
to be next.
or ever. I don't know. So I would imagine first off, it comes down to, and you and I both know this. There's unions behind everything, and I know a lot of us don't want to discuss that there is a human being somewhere inside that outfit, um,
Yeah.
and there's unions that represent them. So who knows what deals they have in place with Disney and how long that is assigned for.
I mean,
Um,
don't get me wrong. I'm like Cusco, no touchy, but
Yeah. No, and I agree. Like, and I'm caught in the middle of this one because, yeah, I want to run up and hug Mickey Mouse like everybody else because I think you just kind of people love it's that touchy feely thing. Like, you just feel part of a group or part of a community when you can reach out and touch somebody. Was that the old AT&T or was that what was it MCI? Reach
reach
out and
out,
touch.
reach
Yeah,
out and touch someone.
yeah, I mean, look, that's what people want. I want that. I mean, I'm sure I would be escorted off the property because I kind of just held them too long. But that's me.
Well,
Um,
they can at least do it to the characters, that are not um what do they call that? Face characters, not the
yeah,
face characters, but the other ones.
right. And I think there's going to be a good in between. I think you're going to see the heavily costumed ones. You're going to be able to go up and they're going to be able to like pose with you. They may not allow you to hug them unless it's like maybe a little child, but I think most of them you may not get that within a foot of them,
Well,
kind
you
of
can
thing.
Lysol them in between or something.
It's Mickey. Why do you smell like chemical cleaner? It's because I love you, Timmy. Mickey, why are you talking to me? That was a rather manly voice, Mickey.
The voices in your head, huh?
Yeah. All right, Timmy, come and give Mickey a Lysol hug. My wife just yelled at me. She's like, "Stop making fun of Mickey." Um,
What happened to all the hand sanitizers at the park? I haven't. It's
they're
been a while since I've
there.
been there. Okay.
They are there. They are refilled. Like I always, you can always see cast members going around refilling them. But you're dealing with 100,000 people are swamped with you, so everybody's using it. They're not as many as there used to be, but they are still around almost everywhere. Like you can walk anywhere and it's like trash can. You can see one almost every 20 or 30 feet. And give it up to the cast members. Look, we can now send them cast compliments on the app individually. So hopefully people are nicer and realize that these cast members are out there in the heat and dealing with a million people a day. So if you find a cast member that you love, give them a cast compliment. It's now on the app, and you can do it to individuals instead of just a group or just one section. So yeah,
Not,
what?
not for nothing, but the hand sanitizer over Universal Orlando, like when the pandemic started, yeah, it was like really greasy compared to Disney.
Yeah, and there's a overall smell to it, like a floral. Like, look, not everybody wants to smell like jasmine and magnolias. Like, I
It
don't
was
need
weird.
it's. Yeah, it was very weird, and it was very sticky. And you like, after, yeah. Oh, I don't even want to get
I
into
had to
it.
wash my hands after every ride
I'm sorry,
because
you
they
had to what?
wash. So
The, really? There's an R in that word?
yeah, just like your water or however
Water.
you say it,
Water.
water.
Wudder or Wooder.
Yeah, in Pittsburghese it's wash, like
Warsh.
Yep,
Yeah,
Washington, since it's
Warsh.
President's Day.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Washington. See, I can't even do it. It doesn't roll off the tongue. What else we have going on? Tuesday and Wednesday, we did Magic Kingdom. Had lunch at Steakhouse 71 with some friends on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we did Magic Kingdom. We did finished up our Pirates Adventure over there. But we
Steakhouse
got
is really good.
Steakhouse is really, really good food. The Walt's hash on everything. Did you get any of that stuff?
Doesn't ring a bell. I'm not big on hash.
Yeah, it was more like I always said potato soup, like potatoes. Yeah, I mean it's a hash, of course.
I mean, I like potatoes, but when they mix it with corned beef, I'm not.
Yeah, I think this one was mixed with steak.
Oh,
I
okay.
think that's the trick of it being Walt's hash. Yeah, Steakhouse 71, man. You got over there the week it opened during the 50th. And we just went over there this week.
The breakfast was really good.
Breakfast is excellent. Their French onion soup is, I mean, French onion soup you really can't mess up, but certain places can, and Disney doesn't. So that's really good.
Have you ever thought about this? Like with all of Walt's recipes and foods and stuff like that, what was his cholesterol like?
Yeah, he was not a skinny man by the time his career was over.
He was probably on keto, which when I was on keto, my cholesterol went down and I was losing lots of weight. But I just wonder.
Yeah.
I mean, steaks all the time.
Right. And do you think it was called keto diet back in 63, 62, whenever he was, I mean, yeah, he was a big boy by the time he passed away. So
not like Elvis big, but
no. But you could, I mean, plus he was getting older, and most of it back then, he was still smoking and having a bourbon every night. Which there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you're Walt Disney, you can do that sort of stuff, and you're working, and that man worked 24/7.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, but his Steakhouse 71 is great.
My ADHD, it goes all over the place sometimes.
No, you see, that's why you and I talking like this is great, because it's just going to jump back and forth. Yeah, Magic Kingdom. So, what did we get over there this week? It was just a few things. I think it was a lot of the new 50th merch come out. New ears. We did see a few new ears at the Emporium.
Oh, speaking of, when you go to the parks, I know that like they're adding the interactive elements for Epcot and Magic Kingdom for the 50th statues. So put that on our honey-do list if you could.
So that would mean Magic Band 2.0 is around the corner.
Well, yeah.
Obviously.
It's coming this year.
Right. It looks like it's coming sooner than later then. That's interesting. I'm really looking forward to that. I am looking forward to Magic Band 2.0. I don't wear Magic Bands. It's just, it makes my wrist sweat in the Florida heat. Mm-hmm. But if I could sit there and be at Harmonious and my band lights up and I could hold it up into the air and it matches the color of what's ever going on, and so however they do it, that just adds to the interactive fun that you have over there. I would love to be like, you see it at the Super Bowl. They do halftime show and like everybody's wrist lights up or necklace or whatever they have. So.
Yeah, I'm not that person. When I go to concerts, you know, when they tell you to jump or put your hands in the air, I'm just like hanging back. I'm not one of those people. So you won't see me with my Magic Band.
I can just see you at a rap show. Come on, say ho, and you're like, yeah, no, you're entertaining me. Anybody scream. No, you entertain me. Like, okay, Chip, fine. I'll just do all this.
Yeah.
They're upstairs up there. I don't know why it was a rap show I went with, because it could have been anything. Like, you go to the other shows and put your hands up, put your hands down, scream. No, you entertain me. I just paid $150 to see you live.
Yeah, I don't think I've been to a rap show. Does Vanilla Ice count as a rap show?
No, if you were in the rap community, 100% no. No. Pop artist. Good for him. I know he just played SeaWorld or something. Speaking of different parks, I don't know how he jumped over there, but anyway, back on target a little bit. Magic Kingdom, it was packed. I mean, honestly, it's Magic Kingdom. It's beautiful. It's wonderful.
Thing. It's packed. It's packed.
Yeah.
We get messages on the page, and people are, You can message us anytime. I try to respond, or Greg will respond on Instagram or on the Facebook page, and they're asking, "How are the crowds? How are the crowds?" And it's just like they're packed. I don't know what to tell these people.
Yeah,
There's
and there's
just
there's nothing you can do about it. I think people, again, back to this conversation, people were stuck inside for a few months, a few years. People are looking to get out, and people love going to Disney World. What better place to spend your time? Look, as a native, not a native, but as somebody who's become part of the community here in Central Florida, bring it on. Keep coming down. I like making sure that my friends and my family and the people I know are employed, and we're not going through a pandemic situation where people are borrowing, and stealing to get food for the week. So keep coming. There's rooms available. Until every room is full, keep coming.
yeah,
Look, it makes it uncomfortable for me at the park. I'm okay with that if it means that all the cast members are back and everything's open. I mean, look, if you look over at Disney World, what's not open still? We have Royal Akershus's house. That's not open yet, but it looks like it's going to be reopened over at
mm,
Epcot. Not much else. Chico just reopened.
yeah. Pretty much everything's open. I know my DVC. It's near impossible to get a room. I'm having to when I come down next month. I'm having to bounce between 3 different places.
That's crazy.
I've never had to do that before, and all the time I've owned DVC.
Really? So, speaking of DVC, they just opened up Boardwalk to buy into Boardwalk, but at the new DVC. Did you hear about that?
You buying into the Grand Floridian, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's too rich for my blood.
way too rich for my blood. I don't even have DVC. I have a house down here.
Yeah.
It's like, where are you going? Greg's Vacation Club. It's, look. I would love to. And you know what? I see all these resellers doing it, and they do an amazing job. Like one day, I will stay at like Boulder Ridge or something using points. We're paying for points or something because we love Boulder Ridge, and I love I would love to stay at DVC resorts.
Yeah,
But
I mean that's the best way to do it is to buy or not to buy, but to rent points.
mhm,
We're at let me see, Animal Kingdom, we're at Jumbo, Contemporary, and Old Key West in March.
all good ones.
Yep.
All good ones. Like Old Key West is great. I love Olivia's. Um, I like walking around that area. I think it's really nice. I mean, the lobby is good. Everything's. I mean, it's Old Key West. You can't go wrong. Isn't that like the original DVC?
Hmm.
So, Animal Kingdom. Yeah, Animal Kingdom Lodge is absolutely. Do you have a Savannah view, or do you know what you're doing?
No, I have the cheapest room I can get.
Yeah. Well, I would love to do a Savannah room stay there because I probably wouldn't leave.
No, I did it one time. They don't really stay near the rooms, and I mean to see an animal off in the distance, it's neat, but I wasn't like, oh wow.
See,
My
I would see a
my kids
giraffe.
were my kids were flipping out, but
Chip Confer, the man who can't be impressed.
I was just like, all right, well,
It's 100-pound dragon in front of you. Yeah, I've seen it.
I got work to do.
No, it's the dragon. Yeah, it's a dragon, and it's
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse coming to your room and saying happy birthday. Yeah, they were there. I've seen them.
Well, if you know anything about me, I'm in the middle.
You
I'm
are
never
so even keel, and
I'm never high, never low. I'm just in the
no,
middle.
you are super dead even, man. And I always tell people about that. I'm like, I love Chip because I could be having the worst or best day, and he will even me out anytime I talk to him. Because I will be screaming about how cool something is, and you'll be like, yeah, that's cool. Or I could be really down and like, I missed this. I can't believe I missed this. And you'll be like, yeah, you'll get it again. Whatever. All right, I'm going to Chip for Mr. Can't Be Impressed.
Even Steven.
Yep, just I love that about you. That's why I work with you here. So, yeah. All right. So Thursday we did Hollywood Studios, and Studios honestly wasn't packed.
Really?
Yes. So I do have a positive on park crowds this week. We went over Thursday night to do the live, our Disney News and Review live. I just decided Hollywood Studios because we were in that section anyway, and we needed some shots and videos for other articles. And then I kind of walked around the park just going, man, this is peaceful. And then I settled on Batu. I was like, you know what? It's a Star Wars week. Between this week and next week, it's all Star Wars all the time. And Studios was great. We got to see we got the new ice cream shake over there, the peanut butter explosion.
Yeah, that looked really good.
Man, that was so good. The donut on top was fresh. It wasn't stale, and it didn't soak in all the whipped cream and stuff. It was perfect, and it tastes like one of those Dunkin' Donuts glazed chocolate donuts.
Okay.
So good, and peanut butter and chocolate. How can you go wrong?
No, you can't.
Yeah, it was really cool. Like there's something really cool about a hot summer night. And I know it's February, but for Florida, a nice summer night sitting out below Tower of Terror having an ice cream.
Well, that and you got to preview Fantasmic that's getting ready to come out. That was pretty exciting.
Really? I did? Oh my God.
Like,
dude,
everybody's
started
paying attention.
Call Joanne, hurry, they saw Fantasmic, it's coming back. I'm going to be in so much trouble. Like, how is Fantasmic? I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see it.
You're supposed to go along with it.
Yeah, I was and I was like sitting there going, literally going, what am I doing? Am I playing along? Did I see Fantasmic? It's been a long week. I don't know if I've seen it or not. Like, that's how you know if you're really busy. And it's a good busy, but yeah, you could have just told me I saw Fantasmic as a preview, and I would have been like, yeah, of course I did. Because I wouldn't have remembered.
Yeah. Well, you got a big preview coming up.
Oh, yeah. So that's a great conversation we're about to have. So because you're going back to your Pittsburgh roots and you cannot make it down here this week, I am the lucky recipient of Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser media event, which is
I'm so jealous.
A childhood dream of mine. So I appreciate the trust in going over and doing that, because that's
so as a child, you knew that Disney was going to create a hotel, and
I was a lonely child and had no friends and was chained in my basement by my parents. No, I'm kidding. No, because as a child, like, and you were the same age. I grew up in the early 80s playing Star Wars all the time.
Yeah.
And so to me, like, I always wanted to go to how cool it'd be if I got to go to space, and those days daydreaming about being on a Corellian Corvette or hanging out with Luke Skywalker and saving the galaxy. Like, oh, one day I'll be on the Millennium Falcon with Chewbacca and Han Solo and killing the Minox. Now
you get to do that with a ride, but
right. Now you get to
hotel.
stay at a hotel where you might as well be in the cantina. Like, there's going to be bands playing. You can. It's like being in the cantina and on the Millennium Falcon at the same time.
Yeah. Are you going to wave your magic band in the air like you just don't care?
Man, I am going. If they tell me to jump, I am jumping. I'm not even asking how high. I'm just jumping. So the cool thing about that is, first off, it is a Disney media event. So we are lucky to be able to be one of the few to actually report on it. And I know you're like me, and I think I got it from you, is you take these things really seriously once in a while. Because we're about to tell people whether to spend $6,000.
Yeah,
we're about to tell people whether they should get their money back. And we're talking thousands of people, and we're talking a lot of money. So it's very important that we, with all the joking and stuff that we do, and we love having fun, like, this one kind of has a little bit of an air of importance because of how much this costs. And it's ridiculous how much it costs. And for a family like me, who I have 4 kids, not 4 kids, I have 2 kids who would want to go over, and my wife, that's 4 people. That's almost $6,500 for 2 nights. Like, and that would be our vacation budget for 2 years.
Yeah. I mean, I could buy a car for that much.
Easily.
Yeah.
So I think, all the joking and fun aside,
I think it's going to be amazing. I mean, Disney Disney doesn't. I mean, I get sometimes they tick people off with prices and different
Mhm.
things, but they really do a good job on everything.
They
Honestly,
really do. And that's what I was blown away by when other blogs and other people were very coming down very hard. Yeah, that commercial didn't look good, but at the end of the day, first off, Disney is behind it. Star Wars is behind it. It's a Star Wars IP. Look, if you canceled before you went, I think you're borderline an idiot because nobody has a review out. You just canceled for no reason based off of what some blogger said.
yeah. And Lucas is very particular about what they put out there.
Yeah.
Just
And what
just
happens
like
if it's the most amazing thing you've ever done in your life? Like, how much are you kicking yourself now? Like, if we come out of there Thursday night, Friday, whatever, we come out of there saying, this was the best experience we've ever done. This is the best thing Disney's ever done. This is so amazing. How mad are you going to be at yourself for canceling it?
yeah.
So I'm with you, man. I have high hopes for it. I'm not going in trepidatious on it. I don't care. Like all this negative stuff coming out of it. Nobody knows what's going on. Nobody's been in there. You've had some people stay, but they're under embargo. They can't talk about it they can't talk about it until March 1st. We at least get to talk about it Friday morning. So at 3 o'clock Friday morning in the AM Thursday overnight, we can finally talk about it. And we're going to have a lot to say. And yeah, I think you and I are going to do a special live on Friday or maybe Wednesday and kind of go over what is going on. And there is so much information that's going to be coming out about Star Wars. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be the thing of the summer. I know what's the next thing? Guardians of the Galaxy comes out.
Hmm.
So I mean, Disney's got some great stuff on the horizon.
Yeah,
And
since you're doing this one, I'm definitely going to try to come down for Guardians.
I hope you do. I hope you get to it
I mean,
because
I came this close to canceling that Pittsburgh trip to go, but I'm just like, I really want to see the Penguins up in Pittsburgh. I wish it was against the Hurricanes, after them losing yesterday, but as
it
soon
was a
as I
good
get,
game. I watched part of it from on ESPN Plus.
yeah, I'll see Pittsburgh when they come to Carolina in like a week.
I would like to mention that the Flyers are an NHL team. that's, that's the best I can say about that team right now. Like I got nothing. Chip, you and I normally can have a great argument about hockey. This year, I have nothing to stand on. I have nothing. I have the worst team in the NHL, and I'm just like, yeah, they're a team in the NHL.
Nah, they're not the Canadians, but they're rebuilding.
We've been rebuilding for way too long. We don't even have a head coach.
Yeah, that's crazy.
At least you guys have what's that guy's name?
Who?
The crybaby one.
Crosby?
Yeah, see, you even admit he's a crybaby. See, I got you on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, yeah. So outside the park, we have Galactic Starcruiser is coming up this week. That will delay our news and review live show on Thursday because we will be doing that. Obviously, it depends on what time we get out of there because we are going to be over there for dinner. We're going over there in the morning, and then going to be over there all day. And then I don't know when we're being released or how we're getting out of it. So Thursday's show is up in the air. It may be a Friday show. We'll see what happens.
That
Other
food
than
looks
that,
really good though.
food looks excellent.
You're gonna be eating really well.
Yeah, and the problem, so you've done these Disney events, man. It's how to stay sober during them because they keep trying to feed you new drinks all the time. And when they come out with like 10 new drinks, they line them up. And you're like, oh, okay, I'll take a sip. And then by the time you're on the 10th one, you're like, I don't need another sip. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Star Wars, yay!
Yeah, you just gotta sip on them.
You just really got to sip on. And they do take really good care of you. We do love working with Disney on something like this. And again, we will say thank you to them for having us out and letting us do this. We are just happy to be part of the list.
Now I won't lie, I've been tipsy quite a few times at Disney media events.
Oh,
Not like falling over drunk or anything, but
no, but they give you 10 different ones, and it's like, and I don't drink. Like, I just don't. It's for no other reason than I did as a kid, and I'm good. I don't need to.
yeah.
But they give you like, look at all those drinks that are on the new Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser menu. I don't know how many more Tauntaun Fizzes I can have, or whatever you want to name it, the Nabooian nuzzle drink. I'm just coming up with names now. The Corellian Cruiser drink.
I walked into
Chirac and the Cruise.
the Remy event, and we're walking in, and they're handing out champagne and then open bars all over the place, and it's crazy.
Yeah, we did. What did we do? Swan Reserve the other night, and it was like you walk in and here's pink champagne, here's regular champagne, here's sparkling wine. Okay, great, thank you. I'm good. Oh, now let's go upstairs for the smoke infused bourbon, and then the smoke infused Long Island iced tea, and then you're just going, man, that's 5 drinks already, and you haven't even made it into the event.
Yeah.
Like,
I say I'm there for the food. Bring on the food.
oh, bring on any food. Oh, you want and chocolate? Oh, if you have a good chocolatier and head baker, oh man, there's nothing better in this world than Disney giving you those things. And look, we did throwing it way back. We just did Festival of the Arts, the media event for that, and they had the chefs come out and they sectioned off one area for the media and brought out like Dole Whip, truffles, and all these other really amazing desserts. And you're just sitting there like, I am so happy that they don't have these for sale, because I would buy them every time I came to the park.
I wonder if we're guinea pigs for them, you know? The new chef, he needs to get the experience. Yeah, throw him on the truffles. Let's see how he does.
Throw them on with the media guys. They're either going to love it or hate it. If they hate it, we don't make it. If they love it, yeah, that's great. Good. You made a new dish. We'll put it for sale for $7.99.
I'd gladly be their guinea pigs, though.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. I would sit there. I would pay. Like, I was thinking about it the other day. Like, somebody was talking about making a new restaurant. It's like, oh, well, they should have something where you pay to go in and you can work with the chef. I'm like, yeah, that would be great. I would pay to do that, but I would want to come up with desserts. Like, I want something that's already kind of made, and I just come in and sprinkle some pixie dust on it, and it tastes great.
You know, one of the greatest things is I got married at Disney and a while ago, but they did the cake testing. Man, that was so good.
Oh.
They brought out so many different.
Did you guys go over to the Grand Floridian and do that one, or where was that one at?
Yeah, Grand Floridian. No, I can't remember. Man, it's been too long.
They do it I know they do a lot of that now. All the planning is done at the wedding pavilion. Yeah, Grand Floridian. I would love to be part of that taste. Like, here's the food we're going to bring to you, but you have to taste it first. Okay.
Oh,
like,
I mean, that's why you pay like $30,000 for a wedding. You get all those little extras.
Yeah, I would have paid. Look, the Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse being there was enough for me. Like, that's the only thing I would have paid for. But that's me, not you. You get to run this, so you get to have wedding at Disney.
Yeah, you'd have Mickey do the ceremony for you.
Oh, Mickey wouldn't even be like a certified person of authority to do it. And I'd be like, Mickey, could you just do the I do part? It's not legally binding. I don't care. You're Mickey Mouse. Okay, Greg. I don't know why he talks all deep again. Okay, Greg. Do you? I do. All of a sudden, I'm getting married to Mickey. I don't know how that just happened. It's a new day and age. What am I going to say? Yeah. Yeah, I paid $500 for my wedding. 18 years later, still married. 21 years later, still best friends. I didn't need to spend money.
Now, if best friends, I think she just puts up with your crap a lot.
Oh, literally, her favorite words in this world are, "What is wrong with you?"
Yeah, she's a very patient person.
She is a saint. I don't know how she gets it. She's a Philadelphia Italian woman who can keep things in line somehow. Or I'm scared of her. She beats me, Chip. She beats me. She beats me hard.
Yeah, I wouldn't say anything. She'd beat me.
I'm sending help. I'm tapping out Morse code. She's looking at me like I'm crazy. So anyway, yeah, that's our week. Oh, you know what I wanted to ask you? Here's a fun one to end on. So we're going over to Galactic Starcruiser for a media event, right? people are going over there for the stays and for many days in a row, and that's awesome. So you can buy all these outfits to wear starting at like $129.99, and it goes up from there, right? What are you wearing to media day?
You asking me or asking Holly?
Yeah. No, you. What would you wear? Because I'm thinking of going in shorts. It's going to be 90 degrees out. I'm like, do I really want to go to Star Wars? And like everybody else is going to have the Star Wars shirt on. Like, unless I'm going as like a stormtrooper in full regalia, I think I'm just going to wear shorts.
I would probably wear shorts, and then I have a shirt that the Coca-Cola bottles that are in the Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, the little thermo detonators.
Yeah, I've got the Coca-Cola in whatever language that is. I'd probably wear that.
See?
They
Yeah,
gave
just
those
a
out
shirt.
for media.
Yeah, those are the rare ones. So yeah.
Yeah.
I
They
just have
sell
two
for like
boxes.
hundreds of dollars on eBay.
Yeah. I wonder if Disney realizes that. Like, you get all these special media things, and again, Disney is very, very good to us. And every time you do a major event, they have a lot of stuff that they give you that is not for sale to the regular audience. Like, you could probably make a few extra bucks, just not that we would, like, but imagine being a reseller.
Yeah, if it's on eBay, then someone from these media events is selling it. But
Right.
I've got bookshelves full of stuff that Disney's given me, and I share it with a lot of you guys when I go to the events.
Yeah, you do. You're amazing with it. Not many other people would do that. I'm looking at my shelf going, that's just too much stuff right now. Like, I have to start weeding things in and out. So we're looking forward to this week, Chip. I know you guys are busy up there, and you're going to keep writing, and we're going to keep going to the parks and taking the pictures and getting anything we can and writing a few articles. And we got a lot of people who are sharing our information out to other groups. So we appreciate all you guys out there in Chip and Co land. Anything last words to say?
No, I guess we went way over our 15 minutes.
I think we should just redo this and go, hey, we're going to do 30 minutes, and we're already at 42.
Yeah.
But you know what? Look, the reception we got to our first episode was really, really well received. We appreciate everybody out there for just taking the time to listen to two guys BS about Disney and what we've done for the week. And hopefully we bringing a different viewpoint that you guys either agree with or don't agree. But we appreciate every single person listening. The reception, like I said, was amazing to last week's first episode. We're going to keep doing this. We may end up expanding it to 2 days a week because of how much is going on. And we're already at 43 minutes. And we probably could have talked for another 20 or 30 minutes about what's going on. So please, everybody, remember Disney News and Review is on Thursday nights at 7 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook, and then turns into a podcast the next day. You can check out Disney Parks and Review, which is just Chip and myself hanging out. This is the show you're listening to. We appreciate everyone out there. Please check out Chip and Company on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and TikTok. Yeah, we're all over the place. So thank you guys so much for having us, and we will see you all next week. Have a great day. Better. And that's a wrap.